Hello, everybody. I see 4 people. Please remember to hit the thumbs up when you come in. Today is Saturday, March 22, 2025. Hello, River Bluff. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'm a couple of minutes late. I tried to start the live and then it said that hi, Subversive. Welcome. I started the live and then it said, oh, your webcam is using some other app or whatever, so I had to restart it again. Welcome, welcome. It's just another Saturday night. And the criminals never sleep. Hi, Frank. Welcome. Is this your first live stream with us, Frank? Hi, I'm awake. Welcome, hi, con artists. Welcome, everybody. So good to see everybody. Hi, Frank. Well, welcome. Frank, are you a targeted person or are you trying to figure out if you are? Please remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. Hi, Carnatus. I love those little hand waves. It's so cute. Yeah, I just came back from the cats building. I had to vacuum in there, stick the little kittens in the litter box because they don't always remember. Oh, Frank, you have a channel. Type your channel. What is your channel, Frank? Tell us about it. I don't know, like I look at the stats for my channel and I just can't make it to 3,000. I've been like at this 2,800 mark for, I don't know, months now. It doesn't matter how many videos I do, it makes no difference. Tell us what your channel is, Frank. Well, I'll be doing a video on it because I need to show you what a subscriber has sent me today. She is the ex-army wife, and she does a lot of research. Frank Brown, or let me check it out. Okay. So anyway, she found a software by a man named Ollie Ballinger, Ballinger. Ollie's a lecturer in geocomputation at University College London Center for Advanced Spatial Analysis. And he developed something called Bellingcat Radar Interference Tracker. I'll stick it in the chat for you guys. Hi, Tony. Welcome. Hi, River of Living Waters. Hi. Welcome, everybody. So this Ollie man has, it's called the Bellingcat Radar Interference Tracker. Yes, yeah, you're right. Some people are too friggin' smart. You know, it's really interesting that you say that because, you know, when I was heavily involved with the astrological community, you know, astrologers are actually quite brilliant. A lot of them have doctorates, PhDs and master's degrees, like in other things. And they're quite brilliant because astrology is not just what you read in the newspaper. It's basically planetary geometry, astronomy, uh, a lot of calculations and stuff like that. And some of them are so absolutely brilliant. And I thought, well, I can't be, hi, con artist. You've got the website up now. Cool. Oh, it's amazing. This Bellingcat radar interference tracker. You type in your address at the top. Like right now, I'm looking at my property, and it's up to date also, and it tells you what the interference is per month, per year. And like I'm looking at like this crazy ass bar graph. It's crazy. Um, yes, yes. Con artist, you are fast on it. Yes, I was going to do a video on it today, but I got so busy with other things, and then my brother called, and I was like on the phone with him for, I don't know, I think I was on the phone with him for 2 hours, so it took up a bit of my day. It's online. It's called the Bellingcat Radar Interference Tracker. Just type this in. Um, it gives you an Earth Engine app. Now I could not locate it on my iPhone. I mean, this is something that it's on my laptop, and she posted on Truth Social, and I did not have a Truth Social account, so I signed up for one. What it does is it shows you the electromagnetic activity in your area at your location in a bar graph. You can do it per month, per day, per year. And then you can compare it to other locations, like in your community, like the library or whatever. Hi, Tony. Remember to hit the thumbs up when you guys come in. Yes, so this Bellingcat radar interference tracker, let me pull up her email, and she describes it succinctly in it. Let me get it here. It's called RIT. What is RIT? Why not type in your home address for a historical graph that might reveal activity involving assault frequencies where you live? So she attached this today's reading from my own house. She gave me the zip code and the address. The Radar Interference Tracker, RIT, is a new tool created by Ollie Ballinger that allows anyone to search for and potentially locate active military radar systems anywhere on Earth. Then you can click to access the tool and read a full description on how to use it. So I'm going to leave it here. Let me get her Truth Social account here. I'll copy the link so you can follow her there. And let's see, let me get the other links for you guys. Yes, that's interesting, Tony. Tony says, I think the drone UAV planes use radar when they fly over our heads. It's at kind of it took me a while to locate how I can type in my address. I think I was playing around with it for half an hour. And then I tried to get it on my phone. I couldn't find an app on my phone. Yeah, you put your address in at the top. And then what I did is I took a screenshot of it. Oh yeah, I've got it right up here right now. I can see all my buildings very clearly. And then when I move around my property, I can see that these criminals, somebody was on my property. I think they stole some trees from me. I have some like little bald spots that these are very bizarre little spots here. And I zoomed in and I took a screenshot because it looks unnatural. Yeah, but I can see my house and property very clearly, and the radio frequency interference from 2016 to 2000 and what is this? March 2025. Let's see. 1 second. You can view the different layers. You can do it by day, month, or year. Yeah, it's fascinating. And there is so much activity at my house, especially between 2022 until present. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's well, it is a little confusing. Like all of these apps are a little confusing to me. Colors everywhere can change opacity. Oh, interesting. Without their radio frequency toys, these stalkers wouldn't be anything. Well, exactly, exactly. Oh, is it, you hear the creeper? Oh, he's getting an early start tonight. Yeah, it's the witchy poos are very active. It's the equinox. We had the equinox, the spring equinox. We went into zero Aries, and the witches go berserko. They start spreading twigs all over my property. Like they actually line my entire property in twigs. So it's just so predicted. I just go out there and I just pick up all their garbage every day. But I can't do the whole property every day. It's just too time consuming. So yeah, they line all the waterways. They put bitchcraft around my trees. They're raking up my what do you call it, the hill here to expose all the tree roots. They're evil, just really evil. And that's why I posted the two videos that I did, um, the one on stalking and then the one on the psychology of sadistic personality, because that's what we're dealing with here, the sadistic personality. Yeah, so this is an interesting thing to play around with, this Bellingcat radar interference tracker. And of course, now that I'm saying it out loud and we're discussing it, they'll find a way to interfere with mine. But I can see very clearly my property. Actually, it's better than Google Maps. It's very clear. And what's great about it is I can see all of my neighbors' properties too. Yeah, it's really good. I wonder what his motivation was for creating this program. It's sort of like a counter surveillance because they're surveilling us and bombarding us with radio frequencies. So, and this is amazing, actually. I Hi Paris, welcome. Yes, my blood spatter crime scene cleaned up. Yes, I did. I don't have anywhere to analyze it or anywhere to send it. And I will tell you as a this is fact as a, this is a fact. I hired that Dr. Robert Young a couple of years ago. He charged me $500 for a Zoom consultation, and he never followed up with the report that he was going to give me. And he claimed that he had a microscope and he would be able to look at some of my evidence. So I sent him evidence. I think it was either registered mail or overnight or whatever. Um, what is it called? I'm just forgetting. And he received it. He didn't tell me he received it, but he never worked on it. And each time I asked him about it, he was non-responsive. He wouldn't accept my phone calls. So these criminals actually got to him too. He claims to be a targeted person, but meanwhile, he stole $500 from me and my evidence, and he never analyzed it or gave it back. So, yeah, I sent it priority. I'm sorry, priority mail. I sent it priority mail, and he did receive it. Yes, but he did nothing with it. What I sent him was they were scorching my trees, and they were scorching the berries on the trees. So I sent him the scorched berries because allegedly he's able to analyze these things, and he basically stole my evidence, did nothing with it, uh, spent $500. I never got a report from him. Non-responsive to phone calls or emails. Poof, disappeared. So I saw somebody trying to, I guess something happened to him recently. I think it's called Carmageddon. Hi, Miss Matson Miles. Welcome, everybody. Remember to hit the thumbs up when you come in. Is that creeper voice still there? It is. Hi, Battle. Yeah, I can't hear the voice on my end until I play it back. So yeah, the creeper is in here early. Last week he came in around 47 minutes. We were 47 minutes into it. Oh, great, con artist. Terrific. Excellent. I'll go and look for it. 47 for Donald Trump. Welcome everybody. Yeah, so for the people that are just coming in, I posted a link to this radar tracker. I'll post it again. This is what it is. It's the Bellingcat radar interference tracker. And let's see. So this is what it looks like. Hi, Elsie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. so this is by Oliver. His name is Oliver Ballinger. And I'll post the link to his website also again here, so you can check him out. He's a lecturer in geocomputation at the University College London Centre for Advanced Spatial Analysis. And this is the RIT, Radar Interference Tracker, a new tool created by Ollie Ballinger that allows anyone to search for and potentially locate active military radar systems anywhere on Earth. So these are, let me give you the hashtags that she created for, check out these hashtags. Oh, they're not all, okay, I'm a little bit over. Let's see. I'm going to have to break them up. One second. I can't put enough. I can't put them all in this in the chat. I have to break them up here. So here are some hashtags. Yeah, so those are all the hashtags that one of our subscribers, she's the ex-Army wife who recently provided her testimony. So she says, I find that it helps to do a survey by examining places near you. You'll need a control group. Government facilities are a good start. Begin by generating graphs for your local library, the police department nearest you, and town hall. Then you might make a study of nearby neighborhoods. There's no need to type in an address. Just touch any location on the map with your finger to bring up a graph. And I'll type some of this in there. Hi, Nick. Welcome. Nick and Tony, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we don't say hello to the creepy voice stalker. I think so too. Other people have mentioned the ham radio setup, and you could do a ham radio search. I did that a while ago. A couple of years ago, I actually was going to take the test for it. I just don't have time to study. So let's see what else was in her email here. So this is what she's saying. My own picture for my property, it's very, very turbulent. But the government addresses in her town are almost as smooth as silk, so to speak. Experiment using this tool. I was pretty much flat out or curled up for over 2 years between 2020 and 2021 on the floor of my house, even for nighttime sleep, completely incapacitated by attacks with directed energy. And I would have died and rotten there had her partner not taken an early retirement and moved in. They took me down with their crap and they kept me there. The grand finale was a brain kill of my beautiful little dog. And then when the war broke out in Ukraine, I was up on my feet again. But their toys were everywhere. That's my deduction. Notice in the graph attached the dramatic pattern change. Some calming at about February 20th, 2025. So she sent me her graph to look at. Yeah, I see. It's a little hard to determine what it means, what the frequencies mean. And then she goes on to say that the power station, the electric, is typically a very quiet line on the graph. I just want to add that as a place near you to sample. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm going to have to play around with it when I have some time. I thought I was going to have more time today because I actually wanted to start on my taxes, but I received a phone call that lasted a long time. Oh, that's so interesting. Late 2020 to 2022. Yes, you need to be a registered operator. Actually, what I did was, I think it was 2 years ago, I took a test. It was like this preliminary test, which would lead me on to the next test, and I just never did it. The animals take up a lot of my day. So I asked ChatGPT earlier because after I was reading that peer-reviewed article or parts of it about the sadistic personality, I asked ChatGPT if there are any confirmed cases of famous actors that are clinically diagnosed as psychopaths. And the response was there aren't any confirmed cases of famous actors being clinically diagnosed as psychopaths. Psychopathy is a complex personality disorder that requires evaluation by mental health professionals, and such diagnoses are rarely made public due to privacy laws. That said, some actors have portrayed psychopathic characters so convincingly that rumors or assumptions about their personal lives have circulated. Additionally, a few public figures in Hollywood have been labeled as having psychopathic traits by the media or armchair psychologists, usually due to scandals, erratic behavior, or controversial reputations. But that's not the same as a formal diagnosis. So some of the films that depicted um, you know, this dark human behavior was Fatal Attraction in 1987. Alex Forrest played by Glenn Close, is the quintessential example of obsession and psychological unraveling. After a brief affair, Alex becomes fixated on Michael Douglas's character, spiraling into stalking, manipulation, and violence. The psychological profile is Alex's character shows traits of borderline personality disorder, but some interpretations lead towards psychopathy or sociopathy due to her lack of empathy, impulsivity, and extreme manipulation. And if I'm talking a little weird, it's because these criminals have done something to the left side of my tongue again. I guess they don't like me filing complaints the way I've been doing. Too bad. They have to stop torturing me, and then I'll behave myself. The film sparked conversations about the dangers of infidelity and the terrifying consequences of unchecked obsession. Glenn Close has even spoke out about the film's impact on the mental health stigma, as it painted a complex disorder in a villainous light. Oh, Christopher Walken. Definitely. Yes. Yes. Definitely. Oh, there are quite a few people in Hollywood that have issues. Absolutely. And what about those some of those rappers? I don't even know their names, but uh the, so many narcissists there. But oh yeah, Christopher Walken. Um what was that movie he was in? The Deer Hunter. Wasn't he in The Deer Hunter? There were so many people. And what about Alfred Hitchcock? Oh, his films, a lot of his films. But there's another one here. I don't know if you got to see this film in 1999. It's called Eyes Wide Shut. This Stanley Kubrick masterpiece explores the hidden world of secret societies, sexual rituals, and the psychological manipulation. Tom Cruise's character stumbles into a dangerous underworld where power and secrecy go hand in hand. Psychological themes, the film hints at narcissist elitism and psychopathy within secret societies where the powerful act with impunity, using others as pawns. Oh, I don't know, that kind of sounds a little familiar. The cold, detached, and ritualistic nature of the characters suggests a lack of empathy, emotional detachment, and pleasure in control, all traits associated with psychopathy. Many believe that Eyes Wide Shut subtly exposes the real life elite cults and secret societies, adding to the film's mystique and darker interpretations. I remember when I saw that film. Oh, yeah, Brad Pitt. Really, Mel Gibson had an interview where he mentioned Walken entered the room by floating. Well, do you know that Christopher Walken is he's a dancer. He can dance. There's a video on YouTube somewhere where he's dancing through an entire building, up and down stairs, and he's sliding around, tap dancing, dancing. Oh, is that what that's called? Fat Boy Slim video? That was good. Yeah, that was amazing. And what about Anthony? What was it? Anthony Hopkins? What was that movie with Jodie Foster? That was creepy. Beyonce is she's possessed. You know, first she's Beyonce, then she's Sasha Fierce. Silence of the Lambs. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, Silence of the. That was creepy. That was a creepy film. It was really creepy. And then I don't know if you've seen this, but this to me, this film epitomizes the narcissist patterns in relationships. It's Sleeping with the Enemy, 1991. Martin Burney, played by Patrick Bergin, is a textbook case of an abusive, controlling psychopath. He isolates his wife, monitors her every move, and uses fear to maintain dominance. The psychological profile is Martin exhibits narcissistic abuse patterns and coercive control, along with traits of antisocial personality disorder. His ability to switch from being charming to terrifying aligns with the mask of sanity psychopaths often wear. And he was quite wealthy also. And his wife was Julia Roberts. This film brought domestic abuse into the mainstream conversation, highlighting the terrifying reality of being trapped in a relationship with a controlling, sadistic partner. So, what do these films reveal? Each film offers a glimpse into dark psychology where power, control, and obsession take center stage. Psychopathy, sociopathy, and other dark traits often hide behind charm, wealth, and status. These films serve as a warning, showing us the masks dangerous people wear and the destruction they leave in their wake. Oh, I didn't see that falling down. I saw anger management. Um, I would have to watch it again because, you know, a lot of times when you see films, you're just watching it in the context of not being targeted or not knowing you're targeted. Oh, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I've watched that one so many times. Nurse Ratchet. That was like a great film. It was a great, great film. And then you have to wonder about some of these the producers and directors that create these films. It's one thing for an actor to act out the character, but somebody actually created the character. Yes, I have a really different perspective on life. Like now, when I watch other people's videos or like old films, like you say, I have a, I don't know, it's like your eye is keener to pick up the subtleties that you missed previously. And now, like when I watch other YouTube creators, like you can pick up stuff in the background on their videos that they don't even know exists. They don't even know they're being stalked. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember the anger management anymore. I do remember Eyes Wide Shut. I saw that one a couple of times. When I first saw it, I thought it was so bizarre. And then I watched it years later, and it started to make more sense to me. And then there's that sick movie with John Travolta and oh my goodness. uh, I don't remember his name. I don't remember. I'm not remembering it. Yes, you're right. MK Ultra Hollywood is mind numbing. It is. And I never considered it like that. But think of all the films that were produced that we watched as just being thinking that they're spooky movies like Rosemary's Baby. And the thing is I don't have a TV. I haven't watched TV in 6 years. And even when I was living back in New Jersey, I had a TV, but I didn't actually watch TV. Like I would sometimes play music in the background or a video or something, but I wasn't watching like the programming. Pulp Fiction, that's it. That's it. Pulp Fiction. Yes, that is the film. There were a couple of films that you guys recommended to me last year, and I watched them on YouTube, and they were so bizarre. But they were also along the lines of Eyes Wide Shut, about these very rich people that have all these sexual parties, and they actually morph into other people. So on the surface, they look like, the little bow tie and the little skirt and, the beautiful home and everything. But then they kind of morph into sexual fiends and very bizarre stuff. It's very bizarre. No, the Vietnam has some intriguing accounts. Have you heard of fragging? Oh, that's horrible. Well, in reading through this, historically, a sadism and the sadistic personality has been all part of war in every country throughout history. Yeah, I've not seen the film Hostel. I don't think I have. Sometimes I'll see something, I'll watch a film, and I just don't remember the name of it. Yes. Yeah, that is very disturbing, Battle. That's really disturbing. That's why something can disappear from my house if I hide it. How is it possible for anyone to know where anything is in my house? I don't invite anybody in here. How would they know where anything is? Yes, torture from another party for money. Well, wouldn't you all like to know who that other party is that's calling the shots on what's happening to you? And somebody's paying for all this. Yes, yes. Well, there are definitely cloaked people on my property. They set off motion sensor lights. They show up on videos. Yeah, and the torture. Think about this. Even if, oh yes, absolutely, con artists. But think about it. Like everybody needs a job. Everybody needs money to pay bills and stuff. not everybody, even if you're desperate, not everybody will perform the kinds of work required to torture another person. I know I wouldn't. Yeah, I have way too many physical things happening. And last night, they've been really targeting my eyes and my ears, behind my ears. They've implanted behind my ears. They're actually experimenting on me. Yeah, cloaking absolutely is real. And other people on other YouTube creators are talking about it also. Whether it's cloaking, invisibility suits, camouflage. You know, camouflage has been around forever. So this is just cloaking is just an upgraded technology that's been around for a couple of decades anyway. It's not like it's new. It's not anything new. It's just new and improved. Yes, I have implants behind my ears. It's horrible. They keep coming in and slicing behind my ears. They're so crusty. It's horrible. And I took a bunch of photos of them and sent them to my friends that they're holding on to for when they go into court because they're holding, some people are holding on to some of my evidence for me just in case. It's very hard to photograph yourself. It's very hard for me to photograph behind my ears. Like if I had another person here, I would be able to photograph behind my ears and in the middle of my back that they're targeting. I just can't photograph it. I think it's the implants behind my ears that are causing the skin condition because what it's doing between the frequencies and whatever metal that they put that the implant is, I have a very negative reaction to it. It's extremely itchy. I can feel it. It causes my skin to get very um, scaly. Two mirrors facing your front and back. Hi, Fred. Two mirrors. Oh, let me try. I'm going to have to try that. I have mirrors. I have a mirror in my hallway here, a nice big mirror that I use. But I'll have to put a mirror in back of me. It's so difficult. Yeah, welcome, Fred. We were talking for those people that are just coming in now. One of our subscribers, the ex-military, the ex-army wife, she found some really good stuff. It's called RIT, and it's called Radar Interference Tracker, RIT. It's a new tool created by Ollie Ballinger that allows anyone to search for and potentially locate active military radar systems anywhere on Earth. So I'll probably do a short video on that for anybody that hasn't been in the chat. I see that's just thing, Fred. I don't know what's normal and what isn't. I think as she mentioned, to not only look at your residence, go check out like a local grocery store, a library, a post office, and see what the frequencies look like in those other locations compared to your location. I haven't done that yet. Wait. River Bluff just says, sounds a little crazy, but I tried to do what that targeted young guy a week ago said to do. What did he say to do? Oh, you focus on love and heart center and really decrease the impact of your dudes a bit. Oh my goodness, subversives, that's crazy. She just says, I've just seen a video on YouTube talking about the military has a patent for a way to walk through walls. Just what we need, right? No point locking your door. They just walk through the walls. Wow. And if there's a YouTube video talking about how the military has a patent to walk through walls, and we're hearing about it now, it has to have existed for a few years prior. Oh, the creepy voice is getting loud. Oh, poor baby. The creepy voice. I wonder who's doing. I wonder if the creepy voice is coming from my laptop, if they get into YouTube. Exactly. If they're admitting that kind of tech now, can you imagine what they aren't revealing? Oh, interesting, con artist. Military Project Pegasus regarding teleportation. Also in the 1950s, the US military was trying to walk through walls. Wow. In the 50s. Well, I'm going to walk away from the laptop for just about 3 or 4 minutes because I'm going to boil some water for coffee and use the restroom. So I'll be right back, guys. Do you want music on or do you just want it quiet? Let's see. I think when I turned the music on last time, I think the creepy voice disappeared. Well, let's try it.
Amazon is the biggest company in the world, and here's how you can get a cut of it. My name is Andreas Dale, and we've helped everyday people create an income for themselves using
Of course, as soon as I turn music on, I've got a commercial.
Success we generated for others. Every milestone. What's up, y'all? Mentors, coaches, businessmen, businesswomen, entrepreneurs. We want to help you level your game to the next level. Even if you're at the top, it's always a higher level to go. Spectacular and I hooked up together to give y'all a blueprint. We're talking about business people. Taking your game to the next level, start with education, knowledge, and information. And what we did is something that people normally don't give you our secrets. And that's what we want to do. So every coach needs a coach. Every mentor needs a mentor. So if you're a mentor without a mentor, you're a hypocrite. But that's what we're going to do right now for you, is give you that hope in your life. You asking yourself a what question when you should be asking yourself a who question. But we're going to make that happen for you. The system, the process. I've mastered the social media game. I made millions of dollars off of social media, but I want to give you my blueprint on how I made $1 million in a year to $1 million in a month to $1 million in a day. And I'm going to show you the game right now today. So click the link below, sign up. It's a free training. Me and Master P going to give you our blueprint because we're stronger together. So now is the time. Product outweighs talent. I mastered the product game. Respect, understand, and importance of how we build and create products and brands online and social media. Take it, use it. With a different.
Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Let me just scroll up and see what you guys are talking about. YouTuber Alfred Lambramont Weber worked for the U.S. government's secret projects regarding walking through walls. When and where? 1950s. Hi, Rubia. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know who Alfred and Lauren are. Elon Musk patented the phrases telepathy and telekinesis. He patented? Wow. That's interesting. Yes, Rosemary's Baby, Eyes Wide Shut. Hi, Gianjo. Welcome. Yeah, they figured out a way to get away with everything with no compensation. Oh, really? Running Man, they're actually called stalkers. Well, you know, stalkers are criminals. Stalking is a crime, and stalkers are criminals. And there are laws about stalking in every state and federal laws also. So, I mean, how are these people able to get away with it? It's absolutely absurd. Oh yeah, I remember this. Somebody just sent me a video. It's a leaked 2017 gang stalker video. I will post it in the chat here in a second. Yeah, they have that narcissist grin, the untouchable club. They think that they're untouchable. That's why I like to talk about all the stalkers that have been caught and gone to prison. You know, like the eBay stalkers, the retired cops that went to work in the eBay security department, started harassing that couple in Massachusetts. They went to prison. They thought they were untouchable too. Not only did they go to prison, they lost their jobs. They had to pay restitution and perform community service. Yeah. And then in Canada, there were 3 cops or private detectives or whatever. They got arrested and went to prison too. It turns out that a very wealthy couple. The man, very wealthy, narcissist. The wife divorced him, and he wanted to get even with her. So he put all kinds of surveillance inside her house, tormenting her and stuff. But because she was wealthy, she was able to hire a lot of private detectives and whatever, and found the people that were hired by her ex-husband. And guess what? They all went to prison. The thing is, all of these stories, these people that go to prison for the gang stalking, for the stalking, that are part of this program, they're gag orders. Like, even when I lived at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, a home I lived in for 30 years as original owner, the Manalapan Police Department had a cop there, Edward Hedden, and he filed a complaint with Internal Affairs about the chief of police being inebriated during, they have this hockey club. So a group of them joined this hockey club. And the chief of police would get really out of control and drunk and disgusting, and tell the guys that if they scored a goal or whatever it's called, if they scored a goal, they could pinch his girlfriend's ass or her tits or whatever. Yes, this is all in the lawsuit. I'm not making this stuff up. If anybody wants a copy of the lawsuit, I can give it to you. So anyway, I'll fast forward that. So he filed an internal affairs complaint, and then he became targeted by the chief of police, who made up a whole bunch of stories about him, lied to the county prosecutor, that he was stealing money. He put him on the night shift. When he called in sick, they sent a whole bunch of officers to make sure that he was at home. And then they decided that they were going to terminate him, take away his firearms, even his personal firearms. And then when they reinstated him, they wouldn't reinstate him without a mental health exam. They labeled him an enemy of the state. And then when he was finally terminated, he filed a lawsuit. And he won, obviously, but we don't know exactly what it was, but there was a gag order on it. So all of these kind of lawsuits, they get hidden under the table. I'm sure there are more of them. It's sort of like the Institute for Justice won the lawsuit against the Pasco County Sheriff, who was pulling people over for no reason at all, stalking them, harassing them, putting them on a list, predictive programming list and stuff. It turns out during that lawsuit that lasted 2 years, that yes, the Pasco County Sheriff was placing innocent people on government watch lists. Yes. They were pulling people, they were citing people for their grass growing too long, like all kinds of stupid stuff. So yeah, so these lawsuits are coming out everywhere. It's just being hidden. It's not being called gang stalking. It's something else. And then they're being gagged. People aren't talking about them. The news about it finally, it just suddenly disappears and stuff. So, but yeah, the cases are out there. So no, they're not untouchable. Some people actually go to prison. You never know when what you say or a video that you create will get shared by someone who shares it by someone else that catches the eye of somebody important. And that's what's happened, like even with a civil rights lawyer here on YouTube. A lot of people sent him videos. Some of them are just videos that people post on Facebook. People post on YouTube. But they get the attention of the right person, and that person has some influence and starts talking about it. And then, things can go viral. So that's why I say you just keep posting information. You never know whose hands it's going to get into that will be beneficial. Yes, yes. Yes, I actually, speaking of which, a subscriber sent me a video. Uh, Let me see. I forget his name. I'm going to have to, but I've seen the video before. Oh, yes. Of the ex police officer and master mason exposes Freemasonry, Victor Ramos. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yeah, exactly. Everybody needs to post their testimony, spread the awareness. And also, I can't tell you how many people have privately thanked me for posting some of my evidence because they thought that they were going crazy. They had nobody to tell about weird things that were happening in their house. And then they see it on my channel and they said, well, that's happening to me too. Yes, that Victor Ramos. Well, I have his phone number now. So I want an interview. I'm going to talk to this guy. Yeah, so the person who gave me his phone number um, uh, gave Victor a heads up that I will be calling him. I'm not sure when. I was going to do it today, but I got tied up with another phone call. Yes, we definitely need more whistleblowers. And maybe, maybe those perverts that Tulsi Gabbard fired at the NSA, maybe they'll come forward with some juicy information. I think more people will be coming forward. I certainly hope so. And actually, more people are. Uh, yes, subversive. Exactly. Well, the same here. The same here. Hi, HM. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you missed a good. Let me post the video, the link again. There's a man named Ollie Ballinger that created a program. You type your address in it, and it. Let me read exactly what it is. I was just going to read something else here. 1 second. Um, um, um. Okay, it's called RIT. Radar Interference Tracker is a new tool created by Ollie Ballinger that allows anyone to search for and potentially locate active military radar systems anywhere on Earth. So I just posted a link. And it's called Bellingcat. The Bellingcat Investigative Tech Team has also published the source code for the RIT tool on its GitHub page. Here, I'll write that. I'll copy and paste this in the chat here. Yeah, I was going to do a video on this today, but then I got tied up because I think this is something that everybody wants to check out or should check out. So I probably will do a video on it because she's finding some really good stuff. I guess this is what happens, you get divorced from your ex-army guy, and you get involved with figuring out what they're doing to you. She's really good at doing research. And so I created a Truth Social account today, just because of her, because she's posting this information there. I don't have anything up there. I'm not going to post anything. I'm just going to watch what other people are doing. And just as a reminder, I did start a Substack newsletter. I don't write a lot of newsletters, and for the most part, a lot of what I do place in the Substack, I have already discussed on the channel. But nevertheless, I still have it, because there will be sometimes that I may be posting something there that I can't post on YouTube. And that is Lorraine Valente. So my Substack is Lorraine Valente. Yeah, I was going to do like alternative homesteading, but I said, you know what? You never know if you're going to change the name of a channel. Like I've changed my Facebook name a few times, so I'm just using my real name. Yeah, it is very interesting, HM, because I have it up now, and I can see my house and property better in this program than on Google Maps. The clarity is amazing, the colors, everything. And then on the left-hand side, there's a little drop-down box next to the graph for days, months, and years. So you can see the waves, the electrical waves or whatever they are, by the day, month, or year. I just don't know exactly what they mean. Other than that, I have like a lot of them all close together. It's just like a lot of activity compared to the way it was before I moved here, and especially the last 2 years. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. Yeah, I'll type. Let's see if I could type this in the chat here. This is what it says on the left-hand side of here. No, I don't use her name. The woman who gave the last testimony. So the last testimony that I posted was sharing testimony, female, ex-army wife on targeted pets, vets, is the woman that found the Ollie Ballinger, the Bellingcat radar detector, radar interference tracker. Yes, the US Army is huge. You know how I know? Because a guy pulls into my driveway 2 years ago, and I have a photo of it. And he just stares at me. And his license plate says, U.S. Army, retired. Very creepy. Just very, very creepy. I so wish that I could add photos to this chat. It would be so cool. You're right, gang. You're right, con artist. Oh, a female TI's name, Miss M, is ex-military. Is she targeted? Oh, she is targeted. A lot of ex-military people get targeted. It's sort of like the ex-army wife. She got targeted after she divorced him. She's the sixth person I know that's either military or that was married to a cop that after they divorce them, they get placed on a list. Yeah, the criminals, what they've been doing the last, I guess just this weekend, they're doing the noise campaign thing now. They're just zooming by, revving up their engines like little morons, like they're little teenagers learning to drive for the first time. Oh, you have? Yes, yes. This guy said it just said retired, U.S. Army retired. Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, con artist, that ex-military wife, Kay Griggs, in her 3 hour, I think was a 3 or 5 hour long interview. I mean, literally within the first, 6 minutes, she describes the military as being immature, perverts, bisexual, hating women, and the secrets that her ex-husband would tell while he was drunk, keeping a diary, just crazy stuff. I mean, it kind of makes sense because think about it. When people enter the military for the first time, they're young. So they're in their most formative years, and their brain is still growing until age 23, they're in the military. They're being programmed. If they're in there at 18 years old, I think that's the age that they get recruited. Well, I think it takes a certain kind of personality to join the military on your own rather than get recruited. Exactly. That's I feel that too. I did not always feel that way, con artists, but recently I do believe that. And after viewing a video, I guess it was last month or the month before, last month. It was an ex-military girl and ex-military guy from years ago, and they were discussing whether or not the military is a cult, C-U-L-T. And throughout the whole video, they're doing the pros and cons and pros and cons. At the end of the video, they all agree that the military actually is a cult because it meets all of the criteria for cult-like behavior. You know, they get recruited at a certain age. They all have to fall in line. They have to take orders. There's no thinking out of the box. um, so yeah, they all agree that the military is a cult. Yes, exactly. And that's unfortunate. I never looked at the military that way before. I never did. Well, it wasn't ever something that I ever thought about. I never thought about any of this stuff. When I started getting targeted, yes. Yep. I never thought of any of this stuff. I didn't know what the CIA did until um 2019. Hi, Planetary Healing. Welcome. I agree. I could never do it either. The only place in the military for me is the cook. That's it. That would be it. I could only do the cooking. Welcome. Yes, we had one new person earlier that I don't see now. Who this was the first time in the chat. But Planetary Healing, we explored this new software called RIT, Radar Interference Tracker. It's a new tool created by Ollie Ballinger that allows anyone to search for and potentially locate active military radar systems anywhere on Earth. It's absolutely fascinating. Like, I have it up, and the clarity of the image is much better than Google Earth. Oh, your dad was in the Air Force. Oh, wow. Oh, he must have some stories if he served in the Vietnam War. Wow. Did he survive? I mean, wars were so different back then. Oh, well, that was smart advice that he gave you. He told you to never join the military. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at all the veterans that are out on the street that served our country. And look at how they're treated. Some of them are targeted. I can't even imagine. I mean, look at what they do to us, innocent people. Yeah, but on the battlefield, they do really horrible. They're brutal. The brutality. Oh, well, that's really interesting, planetary healing. And I'll just say it in case anybody's going to listen to this later. She said, my dad was a great man that went through all the ranks of the military and law. And he said, quote, the measure of a man is judges not by taking a life, but by sparing a life. Judged, yes. The measure of a man is judged not by taking a life, but by sparing a life. That's a good one. Well, then I guess that means that all of our stalkers are going straight to hell. So they're not untouchable. They're not just not untouchable. Yes, yes. The program has no frontal lobe. Well, they hit us in the frontal lobe. I don't know about you, but this is just something that I've noticed on some targeted people. And I remember that Catherine Horton mentioned it a few years ago. And then I noticed it on me and a few other targeted people. And then I mentioned it when Julian McKinney was alive. I mentioned it to her because it was happening to her too, where they target your pineal glands. They actually depress a portion of your forehead. And I have it. If you rub across your forehead, it at least mine, it's not completely flat anymore. They don't want us to be empathic, intuitive. Exactly. It is a hate crime. It doesn't fit the standard criteria of what the FBI considers to be a hate crime. They consider a hate crime to be based upon religion, sex. Yes, that's a really good point that it's bondage. They're sadists. They're sadists. I mean, that's why I posted the video that I did. The psychology of the sadistic personality. Sadism is deriving pleasure from inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others. It has deep historical and psychological roots. Some of the warning signs of a sadistic behavior are the enjoyment of others' pain. They take pleasure in witnessing and causing physical, emotional, or psychological suffering. Power and control obsession, the constant need to dominate conversations, decisions, or social situations. They use humiliation as a tool. They frequently use mockery, insults, or belittlement to degrade others, often disguised as jokes. And you know how sometimes when they repeat something that you have said in the privacy of your home, I mean, I see that as a form of mockery, like copycatting. The dehumanization, they view people as objects, tools, or obstacles, lacking empathy for others, emotions, or suffering. And then, of course, it escalates over time. Sadistic behaviors tend to intensify, progressing from minor cruelty to more extreme acts. And then masking with charm. Many sadists can be superficially charming, using manipulation to hide their darker tendencies. And basically, what I just said was very benign compared to really the true behaviors, how the behaviors really are. Yes, it's a hate group. Oh, well, that's so interesting. Yes, sadists and masochists. It is bondage. Planetary Hearing says, I recently passed a law enforcement background check and I'm clear. So this must be something else. I think you nailed it. It's a hate group that somehow knows you're not a hater. Well, it's interesting that you say that you passed a law enforcement background check because I thought that I was not going to be permitted a firearm because I'm targeted, but that wasn't the case. I passed the FBI test, the background check, you know. So I agree. There is something else. There is something else. Well, no, yeah, they won't tell us that we're on a watch list in the name of national security. They can't. They won't confirm or deny. That's it, LZ. Yes, that's it. LZ said they hit my forehead back in 2000, causing a V-shaped red blotch mark on the forehead. It had faded some since then. Yes, yes, yes. There are a lot of Christian nationalists that are involved. And I remember in New Jersey, the Jehovah's Witnesses would approach me like in a store. You have a mark on your forehead too, KG. Hi, welcome, KG and Techno. Yes, if you glide your fingers across your forehead, tell me if it is flat or if you feel like a little depression in between your eyes. Yeah, there is definitely cults. Definitely. And I also believe that we're ritual abusive. We're ritually abused by them. Like we're their rituals. Yeah, I'm not so sure if I saw that video a few weeks ago. I may have. Yes, welcome, KG. Just remember to hit the thumbs up. Hi, K Vicky. Yes, they love to attack the forehead. Oh, that's horrible. You passed the background and criminal checks for a high security job, and you got hired for Amazon, for which you was sabotaged on the second day by one of those working with them. Oh, right, con artists. That's true. Well, the East Indians place a dot there as a symbol. Yes. Yes, I've noticed like a lot of the headdresses that women wear during ancient rituals and ceremonies and marriages and stuff. They always had like a beautiful headdress with a jewel dangling by the third eye. Oh, that's so interesting. HM. Yes, the name passes through a federal background check, but there is an interesting thing. When you try to use your debit card 2 or 3 times to withdraw money from an ATM through the Pentagon Union Bank, it was declined. Oh, wow. Well, I have to wonder if all the stuff that they've done to us and in the air, what we breathe in, that if it changes us even slightly, they can patent us as a new species. Oh, you were born with a mark on your forehead. That's interesting. I'm actually only feeling it since I moved here. Oh, that's interesting. That some people can see 666 above the left eyebrow on clones. Well, I don't get that. I never got that close to any of my neighbors to be able to see anything like that. Yes, that's happening to me a lot, KG. It's every day. And I'm so tired. I'm not getting enough sleep. So, pretty much what I'm going to do in a few minutes is I'm going to let you guys talk. Oh, really? They started Bezos has it and many others, but they started photoshopping their pics lately. Yeah, KG, like I'm so tired too. It interferes with the circadian rhythms. It's not natural. Oh my goodness, that's horrible, con artist. You burnt your forehead. I know, Fred, it's crazy. That's why we have such a hard time wrapping our minds around it because they don't operate the way we do. You can almost make yourself feel better by thinking of them as a different species. If you can think of them as a different species, you can understand it better. Yes, I'm so tired. Also, these criminals, but when they put me to sleep, they're stealing my time. They're interfering with whatever it was I was doing before they knock me out that needs to be completed. And then if I'm completing it, then it's placing me, it's losing hours that I would normally be sleeping. So I'm kind of forced to take my shower later than I normally would. And as a result, I'm getting less sleep, and I hate it. I need more sleep than I'm getting, for sure. It's very possible that they're using hypnosis on people. Yes, it's really bad. Hey, Techno Kid, are you 45? Oh, what happened, Matson? So Matson says, for work, I had to have yearly updated background checks before I go into the military base and veteran services at the Rock Island Arsenal. I never had any trouble until the last trip, though. Yeah, well, I wish it would stop also. It's horrible. And these criminals are literally destroying my property. Oh, you stop remembering your dreams that young? I don't remember dreams since I'm living here. Maybe one or two slip by. Well, I'll remember something and then it quickly disappears. But no, I haven't remembered any dreams here. I think they like to steal them too. That's a good point, Fred. The irony of calling them Christians when they openly break laws of the Ten Commandments, do no harm to others. Yes, definitely. Rogue, uninformed, and rogue religious cults. Yes. Yeah, that's a really good point. They're now targeting the next round of people, and they won't be as strong as we are, so we'll have to counsel them to resist violence. Yes. Oh, well, that's horrible. Techno says, Lorraine, Donald Marshall claims they transfer some of us to cloning centers when we sleep. And that is, wait, and he said to know if we do, a marker would be to stop dreaming at night. I think part of why I'm not dreaming at night also is I'm not getting enough sleep to go into that deep sleep. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it now. Oh, they transfer our consciousness. Well, that's interesting. Why? Like, what is the purpose of all of this? It's just ridiculous. Well, yes, I used to do that in New Jersey. I would repeat things before I went to sleep if I wanted to dream about them or remember my dreams or whatever. And I always kept a little notebook next to my bed if I were to wake up and remember a dream and I, put a word or two on it and go back to sleep. Yes, yeah, that's what they do. They interrupt. They interrupt us. Yeah, I never had those kind of juicy dreams either. A lot of times I dream about other people I don't even know. Hi, Kevin. Welcome. Oh, that's interesting. It's so funny how people reword the Freemasonic. Everybody has has a different play on that word. There's one YouTube creator calls them Freak Masons. Um, I write that they're the Three Masons because they do everything in threes. They steal our DNA at birth and plug it into a computer, and that's our clone, also known as straw man. It can be manipulated and us by proxy, or they try. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't pass the government to do that either. Yeah, the freak. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, there's a YouTube creator calls them Freak Masons. I don't know why they call them free. They want my Italian. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, they're destroying my appearance. They're like targeting my face, my ears. They gave me a line in between my eyes. Like they actually like embedded it. Like I don't even have I don't frown. Like I don't have that facial expression, but they caused like this line between my eyes that I did not have when I moved here. I don't even know where it came from. It's like they drew it. Yeah, well, Italians have pretty good diets. I mean, I have not been to Italy, but I know that when you go there, all the Italians are in great shape. You think like eating pasta, it's like the American Italian diet is very fattening, but in Italy, the people they're all in great shape. Yeah, they have good skin and hair. Yeah. Well, KG, how old are you? Are you in your 40s, 30s? Yes, getting justice is saying a whole community is guilty, so getting justice through the government is no way. Oh, KG's 46. Okay. So there are a lot of mid 40s, targeted people in their mid 40s. Matson says, I've always thought the rest of the world was all in on some joke that I didn't know anything about. I felt that way since I was young. It's a total shock to now think that it's likely all been true. Yes, of course we have a frown. We're being attacked every day. Yes. The tech came out in 1976. I graduated high school in 1976. Oh, that's so cool. Planetary Healing says, my husband is 30 years younger and no one even looks twice at us because I look so young. What? Frequency testing on in vitro babies? That's horrible. Con artist, are you a Libra? October? You're 54? Yes. Yes, a lot of people are targeted because they're comfortable living alone. Yeah, there's a huge group in the 40s. October 22nd. Oh, wait, you're on the cusp there. Are you sure you're not a Scorpio? Yes, everyone is being hit with EMF. It's sad to hear their stories, and they're so clueless as to what's going on and seek medical help, and that doesn't help at all. Yes, yes. Is Libra Scorpio. Yes, you could be like a zero Scorpio. Yeah, either like a 29 Libra or zero Scorpio. Oh yeah, we hate fake. Yeah, I'm on the cusp. Well, you're a Sag Cap cusp. I'm a Cancer Leo cusp. Yeah, you probably, when you say you feel more Libra, it's probably because you've got other planets that are either in Libra or that make positive aspects to Venus. But also, Scorpios are really good researchers. You can't get anything over on a Scorpio. Oh, really? Mrs. Miles' birthday is the same day as con artist. Oh, Tony's a Capricorn. Yes, the dark circles. Ugh. That's from not having enough sleep either. Yeah, there are a lot of cancers, that's for sure. October 22nd, a great day to be born. Oh, happy belated birthday, KG. Oh, are you a Pisces? Oh, no. Planetary Healing says, I heard a little kid say they were being hit with voices. They felt a ring in the ear and a voice that told them to do something bad. That's horrible. Yeah, so, Pisces, you absorb all the energy from other people. Oh, great. Yeah, keep the time to yourself. Yeah, KG, what state are you in? Oh, Washington. Yeah, that it's really horrible when they target children. It's horrible. It's like they're programming these children to act out in the future. I mean, they're being tortured at a young age. And then what'll happen is their parents will end up medicating them. It's horrible. I was dating a guy years ago who had he had two daughters, and they were medicating the daughter only during the school year and not during the summertime. Only when she was in school because they insisted on it. It's disgusting. Oh, good. Schools have lost 50% of their attendance here because of homeschooling. And Seattle is where Brian Coffrin, the whistleblower, the investigator, Brian Coffrin, he was talking about that Seattle is a big hub for this. Yes, the SIS. Yes. Yep. He was talking about Seattle. Well, I'm so glad, yes, about that 2020 downturn. A lot of times the whistleblowers, they'll come forward because they're so, empathic about getting the message out there, and then they get targeted so heavily, they get threatened, their family gets threatened, and then they just kind of disappear. Yeah, I hope he's okay too. Like, isn't it ironic that Edward Snowden is living in Russia because our own government won't pardon him? Yeah, that's so interesting. Yes, Isaac Happy. Yes, I do remember him. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, he suddenly allegedly took his own life, like on a parkway or a highway or something, when he previously did a video that he would never take his life. Oh, really? I didn't know him from the beginning. I would have loved, yes, yes, they did. They did. Yes. Yeah, I won't say it, on the live, but see, when I was in New Jersey, I worked out, but here I don't have that opportunity, and my house is so small. And it's the one thing, on one of the major things that I can't stand about living here. Well, I do drink coffee. I don't always drink caffeinated coffee, though. I drink caffeinated coffee probably once a day, and then I always mix it with cocoa or uncaffeinated coffee. Yes, Cappy had the dirt on quite a few A-listers. One in particular. Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't know that one in particular. I'm sure Gene Hackman knew quite a few things also. I don't drink nearly enough water. I just don't. I'm so guilty of not drinking enough water. Yeah, I like distilled water, actually. I just started buying a new water. Let me get the name of it. Like, I like the flavor of the artesian waters, like Fiji water. Just bought this new one called Jove, Jove. It says cellular hydration, smooth, easy drinking, and an alkaline pH of 9.5. Oh, interesting. Yeah, ginger and lemon and honey is really good. I have to start drinking that more often. Guess what the Navy in Washington got fined for again and got caught from thousands of sea life dying? Oh no. Ugh. No, you're kidding. Uh, dumping poop in the Puget Sound. They love poop. Yeah, they do. They love poop. Yep, they do. They love their feces. They've smeared it on my front door. They smeared it in the cat's building. You know, they want to make it look like my cats are doing it, but they're not. That is absurd. Maybe it's a ritual they do certain times of the year. That's so ridiculous. Well, I guess they have to do something with it, right? If they're out there on the ocean for long periods of time. Yes, yes, they are. They love everything that's detestable to God. Well, they are the abomination. That's the way I look at it. They're an abomination. The poor sea life there. Imagine. Oh, that's so funny. Well, I'm going to let you guys chat amongst yourselves for a while. You'll be a pile of dung. They're trapped. They fear being born again due to the consequences. God also says he laughs at the wicked while they're doing what they're doing, knowing their end. So I'm going to let you guys chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to walk away from the screen, and I'll see you guys in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so. So you can chat amongst yourselves for another 20 minutes or so before I end the stream. Is the creepy voice still there? Good night. Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm just going to back out now. I'm a little tired. I have a Zoom meeting tomorrow to discuss Jessica's situation. Jessica, if anybody doesn't know, is a 36-year-old PhD woman in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, who was Baker Acted almost 8 months ago and being force medicated, and they're not letting her out. So we've got a group of us that are trying to negotiate, and we're going to get a petition together. Her attorney is a piece of shit. Her doctor is a pathological liar. And the legal team, who I was given permission by Jessica access to her health records, and they haven't given them to me. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you all for joining in and for leaving such wonderful, comments and ideas, links that are so useful to the community. Yeah, Jessica, exactly. They are medicating her with Abilify, and her mother is a narcissist. Did I contact B? No, I have not contacted BJ. I should, because she gets on these cases. But that's another thing that's been taking up a lot of my time. Not only writing letters and speaking to people and zooming with other people, but it's just taking up a lot of time, like in my mind, because I'm I don't know what to do to get that girl out there. I wish we had somebody that lived in Alabama that could be there. I don't know anybody. Yes, yes, BJ, the surprise witness. Yes, actually, it's BJ Investigate. She's got two channels. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with BJ. She is actually an attorney. She lives in Princeton, New Jersey, and she was a member of the New Jersey bar, and she became targeted after she tore down the Britney Spears conservatorship and who was stealing her money. She got targeted at her job. Yeah, BJ Investigates. Oh, she's hilarious. She's an attorney, or she was an attorney. She's a YouTuber. She's got a YouTube channel. I'll go find it. 1 second. Oh, she's hilarious. She wears these little pink ears. Yes, Jessica. Yes, Jessica is brilliant. Here, this is go research this woman. 1 second. She's done research all over the country, and one of her research was on the influenza virus and stuff. She has no medical insurance. Zero. And unfortunately, some of Jessica's research partners have suddenly magically passed away. And these are all young people. There's actually a photo of her research team online, and Jessica is the one, I believe, all the way to the left. She's like the sweetest person. She's so nice. She's so sweet. Yes. So tomorrow I have a Zoom call with another targeted woman, and to help discuss these involuntary commitments. I know. I mean, there's so much. It's been horrible. And let me just go find something here. 1 second. So I will post a link. My laptop is extremely slow. So I'm going to post a link about Jessica here so you can check out what she's about. So this was at the University of California, San Francisco, but then she went on to do some other work. She was in the chemistry department. She's a chemist also. Here, let me, I'll stick this other link in here. Oh, well, they're trying to verify that I'm human in this research. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of this because it's taking too long. Oh, this is not her. Okay, here she is. Thank you, KG. Thank you so much, KG. We're trying to put together a group of people to advocate on her behalf. Oh, you're welcome, con artist. Yes, Google Scholar. It's a good search. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be in a Zoom meeting with a woman named Sandra in Texas who's been helping. So, KG, if you want to join in the Zoom, I'm going to put the information in the chat now. Why can't I get up here? 1 second. Hi, Joe. Welcome. Joe, we discussed tonight something a subscriber has found. It's called RIT, Radar Interference Tracker. I'll post it in the chat again so you can click on this. That's my 1 a.m. alarm. Okay, everybody. Thank you all for joining in the chat. I hope you had a good time. And I'm going to end the live stream. Good night, everybody. Good night. Have a really good evening and day tomorrow. And thank you, Planetary Healing, for being my little anchor there. And good night, everybody. If anybody wants more information on the RIT, I'll probably be doing another little video on it. Good night, everybody.